What's up guys, welcome back once again to Did Reviews. Today I've got yet another Lian Unifan alternative. These are the Upsiren, I think that's how you pronounce it, Upsiren WF-120s. And these are ridiculously cheap. Like I say, a Unifan sort of cheap alternative. They're so cheap. I actually managed to get these for, including taxes, £12 for 3 of them. Can't get them for that price at the moment. It's like an early bird offer on AliExpress. I think they're around £18 now for 3 of them, something like that. But still an absolutely fantastic price. I have had a quick look at these before actually, and they look absolutely brilliant. But obviously I'll show you that in a second. So today we're going to unbox them, show you what they look like and the quality of them, and then we'll get them plugged in and show you a bit of the RGB, and then in a future video we'll do a test and see how well these perform against some of the other ones I've done before as well, and we'll see how they do. So let's have an unbox and see what they look like, and yeah, get them plugged in. Right, so this is the Upsiren WF-120 Infinity Mirror Design Futuristic LED Illumination, and as you can see, a picture of them on the side, they do look absolutely incredible from the pictures. We'll quickly talk over specifications so you've got an idea of how these should perform, and then obviously we get them out of the box and show you. So PWM up to 2000 RPM, pretty decent. Max air pressure of 2.3, so quite good for static pressure by the looks of it. RGB fans obviously. A maximum airflow of 73.2 CFM, so decent airflow as well. Obviously, if that's to be believed. Silent cooling technology and shock absorbing pads. And as you can see, you've got the 3-in-1 kit here, and it's compatible with all your motherboard software. Asus, Gigabyte, ASRock, MSI, and probably with everything to be fair as well. So, quick look on the side. Not really much more to tell you on that. And then on the back again, it's just a little blurb about what it's about. And then they are 120mm standard 25mm thick fans. So that's all there is really to show you on there. Let's get them out and have a look and see what they're like. So first of all, you get the little bar. So this bit's the bit that clips onto the end of your daisy chain of fans. And obviously you've got your standard PWM connector on one end and 5V argb on there as well. So literally 2 cables for all 3 fans. Then in this packet you get some screws, so they give you radiator screws, which is good, and then give you normal fan screws, everything you need to get these installed basically, and that is it. Now one thing, if you haven't noticed, that I noticed as well, and it was the same with some of the other fans I did before, is they don't come with an extra cable to link. Say you've got 3 fans of these one side and you want to link them into another fan elsewhere, so say you've got 3 on the top and 1 at the back, you can't link them together. There's no cable to link between 2 sets of fans, so you'd have to buy an extra 3 set and then use this. So if that makes any sense. So that's one thing they don't have, which Lian and Unifans have, where you can connect more than 1 bank of them together. That makes sense in my head. I hope it does. Leave me comments in the comment section below if you don't know what I mean, and I'll try and explain better. So this is the fan here. There's no point getting them all. Well, I will get them all out eventually to connect them together. So this is the fan here. It's hub lit with an infinity mirror in the middle. We've also got some lighting around the outsides here. We've got vibration pads on the corners. We've also got a sort of silver bit here. I think that's an infinity mirror as well, which we'll see in just a second on both sides. And then at the back it's standard affair really, guided fins here to guide the airflow better, and that's about it. And you've also got RGB on the back here on these corners, so if you have them the other way around, even though they do actually sell reverse ones, but I couldn't get hold of any at the time, so even if you don't, you can still see RGB. You'll see it through the blades and you'll see it through these as well, so they won't look too bad even if you don't have the reverse flow ones, and the facing that way. And then just a subtle branding in there as well, which looks fine to me. So yeah, that's the fan there. They are relatively heavy actually for a cheap fan. They normally find them weigh absolutely nothing when they're like this, when they're this cheap. And the quality of them just looks fantastic. In terms of hub wobble, there's just barely any. There's a minimal amount, but that's what you get from most fans, to be honest with you. So let's take them all out and get them all connected up so you can see what they look like when they're together. So as you can see on the end, you've got pins here and then clips here. Get that in focus. Pins here, clips here, and then on the opposite side of the next fan, you've got where the pins will go, and obviously the holes for the clips, and they literally just push together like that, and then slide together. And to be honest with you, I think there's the same connection as the Sahara fans I've done before. They look very similar anyway. And that's 2 together. And then the same again for the third fan. And I can see we've got a bank of 3 fans together. One thing I will mention is when they're all together, I noticed this before when I had a quick look at them, is they don't sit completely flat, but obviously you've got weight hanging off the ends. But when they're bolted to your case, that should correct itself hopefully. But as you can see, they are a little bit bowed either end, but not too bad at all. And then you've got a nice sort of three fan connection. So let's just remove all these bits of plastic, and there we go. You can now see, now I've peeled the plastic off, this bit on the edge here. Look, oh, that looks absolutely lovely. Look at that, the way it shines, sort of a back of a CD effect. I really like that actually. Looks really nice. So what we're going to do is get these plugged in, and then we'll show you what the RGB looks like, and you can see how nice they look. Right, so as you can see, we've now got these plugged in, and the RGB is incredible on these. I actually think these are ARGB Gen 2, because as you can see, the actual pattern of the RGB, the rainbow effect, is moving down all 3 fans, whereas if I point up to these ones up here, the Sahara ones, they're all doing the same thing together. See what I mean? So all 3 are doing exactly the same pattern as each other, whereas these here, they're sending the pattern down the whole row of fans. So I think these are Gen 2. It doesn't say on the packaging they are, but I think they actually are. I think that's what stands them apart normally, is they can do that, so each individual LED can actually be changed. And as you can see, we've got the infinity mirror in here. You can see that there better. Nice infinity mirror. And then this bit on the edge, which I've shown you before, it's not an infinity mirror, it's just got glow around the edge, around this sort of nice silver chrome brushed sort of effects thing on the top, which looks absolutely lovely. These are absolutely stunning. I can't get over how good these look for such a cheap fan. Like I say, I got these for like £12, including tax. Let's just have a quick look at some more. Yeah, they're definitely chasing down the stack of fans rather than all doing the same thing at once. So I'm pretty sure these are RGB Gen 2 fans. I can see the lighting on these is absolutely lovely. So yeah, that's the ARGB for you guys on these really cheap fans, the Upsiren WF-120. So if you're looking for a cheap Lian Li alternative, then these are looking like a great one to go for. Just put these back on rainbow so you can see that happening again. They're absolutely brilliant. They're really bright. These obviously got a lot of RGB in them. You've got the infinity mirror, you've got the hub, you've got this bit around the edge, you've got the bit on the side, on both sides as well, you've got it on the back. The RGB on these is absolutely fantastic. If you're a fan of RGB, then you'll be a fan of these fans. These are absolutely awesome. So these are going to be tested in an upcoming video. I'm really excited to see how well these perform, because if they perform well, then I'm thinking of picking up lots of packs of these for my final personal rig build, which I'm going to do hopefully very soon, which is going to be fully water cooled. So I'm hoping these perform well enough for me to use these as my actual fans for my main rig, because they look absolutely incredible. I absolutely love them, and I'll personally be going with a red theme in my build, so you can see that's how they'll look in there, and they just look amazing. I'm really impressed with those. Just put a colour cycle on so you can have a quick look at what they look like. Do Starry Night. You see them all twinkling around. And I just love the fact that they all do different things to each other as well. Like I say, I'm pretty sure that's because they're ARGB Gen 2. Again, like I say, it doesn't actually tell you on the package that they are, but I'm pretty sure they are, because otherwise I don't think they're able to do what these can do. Sort of that effect. So that's it, guys. Sorry this took me rambling on a bit about this RGB, but I hope if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you have any comments about these in the comment section, if you want a link, I'll leave that in the description below. Any comments about these, let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But these look absolutely fantastic, so stick with me as well. Don't forget to come back if you want to see how well they perform. We'll be testing that very soon to see how well these do. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.